You may have read the title if you are here. And yep, it's Sunday Eve. Like, really, like, not too late, but just a bit, almost late though. But I did like a whole 2 hours of my team versus the Jets on the latest gameplay. Or was it Gran Turismo? Oh, whatever it was, I played the Jets and I beat them by a whole single point. So, we're gonna do Green Bay facing some other teams that I know that Green Bay could really beat, and we're gonna be on pro mode. Yes, I said that, pro mode, not rookie, pro mode. So I know see if Green Bay is going to face the Jaguars. So I'll be going to Green Bay, Lambeau Field. Yeah, so skill level, pro, and I'll be ready. And let's just see what I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change it to a 10-minute timer instead of a 15. Accelerate the clock on. No. So that means like the more time you have, the more time you have to score. So I think I have that at 1 p.m. So, but here where I am, they always have a football game coming on either at noon or 7:20. Yes, 7:20 p.m. or 1 p.m. Nothing in the AM, just the countdown to the big game. I don't really worry about the local game that people play on our televisions. I just go on and just do my own thing, like either just start gaming or hey, go ahead and like I just said, like when I say do my own thing, that's where I can just draw the line right there. Nothing too hard or heavy.
Today, from Lambeau Field in
To go to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
On EA Sports.
Man, if someone was to take me to a Green Bay game and they were playing against the Saints, my local team, I say favorite. My favorite team is the Packers. So if the Packers were to play the Saints, I would say you better take me to New Orleans, get some tickets, and I'm gonna get all my Green Bay props.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came
I'm going to return. My family is going straight.
So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Give me some.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be caught.
Let's get that swagger.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know
those chains.
Defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And I want to meet my top 3.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll get this to Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
His passing has been on point.
All right, let's go for a run real quick.
Very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really killing his partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner.
All right, Jaguars got the ball, so we're going to do my move.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right
Hey,
there.
what's
Nice
up?
Breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Jaguar first down.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Sack!
And down he goes. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Shoot.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you.
Move those chains.
When they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough.
Yeah, it got in the hand, yeah. All right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Aaron Rodgers.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And they will not be able to hook
What?
it there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Minshew.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Chris Conley.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And Eifert has it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll turn to Thompson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Tyler Ervin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
It's caught inside the 20.
At the a whole single play.
72 yards.
We're coming back.
Are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers
Mercedes Lewis
at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's gone. He's got it.
2-point conversion with 1 point ahead.
With it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the
He's wide open.
Game, and that's exactly what they did.
And I didn't even move with Rodgers, man. Come on.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Kenny Clark.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10.
All right, in first quarter, getting into the second.
7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, it's Thompson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a third and inches.
But it's third down.
Here's Minshew, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 13.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, man, I got sacked.
Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Shit.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Yep, way back at the 5.
Side of Jacksonville's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that.
Alan Lazard got this.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be second and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Yep, Adams get the touchdown. Alan Lazard just catches the long throws.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now
All right, let's take a risk again.
Up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. That's caught at the 2.
Yup, 16-17. And no, 16-7.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team. Because
This should teach them a lesson
they can't stop you either scoring touchdowns.
that wide open at the end zone.
You can't stop them in any
You could have intercepted, fumbled it, and it'll be your ball. But no. Y'all want to do it the hard way.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Walker. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Walker on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Minshew sacked.
Oh, I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Yeah, that was a good play.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember
this is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now the 3rd down.
Oh, man, I almost cussed.
Rashawn Melvin that time.
I'm just going to get a field goal.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the 13-year man puts it through.
Yep, it's good.
Fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, Walker. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
Minshew's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Davante Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Minshew, 1st and 10. And incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from start.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Defense.
We're going to do what we do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough
Who are those chains?
Catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. but how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Minshew throwing on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
All right.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
6. Brings up second and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
10 more yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Jaguars 36.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Zadarius Smith on the stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fighting through. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one where they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. A good pickup there at 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators look.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers again now. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
To Chris Conley.
From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
33.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Irvin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Allen Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
A little stinger, but a touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
For Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm okay, you know.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Minshew. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
Chris Conley, 54 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is...
Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
Got the ball. Got the ball back.
2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away
back.
from you. No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
8-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Tackled at the 46-yard.
4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to
Chris Conley there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it brings up third.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular.
We
finally
intercepted
for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking deep for Adams. And no, It's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew on target to DJ Chark. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield.
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went bigging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Again, it's Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to...
32. So, I'll give you all a gameplay tomorrow of what I had planned, but I'm gonna have to call it a night, and all I got to say left is peace.